I'm genuinely impressed you managed to get Claude to write
compilable
files at all. Wonder if you're able to teach it doors, walls, and how to place freeform set. This dude is freaking awesome. I mean, he's literally training and coding. It's Claude code. He didn't code anything. Me has 11 got my channel deleted over 5 times because of my age. This kid is easily. We should definitely use reinforcement learning to make a rap. Okay, I know you guys really liked this video. Yeah. I don't think I've gotten videos that get 21,000 views before. I mean that is partly because of the title. I mean, AI isn't something that. All right, guys, I think you know. Welcome to the Portal 2 AI Part 2 video. The Portal 2 AI Part 1 video did extremely well. So yeah, the problem is it was released over a month ago, and now I feel like I have half a user base who's angry with me that didn't release another video following up their most successful video ever. So, yeah.
Now, this is the map we're going to be making. It's simple, and it's really just a showcase to see what we're doing. Do note some of the footage that I recorded got corrupted or something happened to it. I'm not really sure about it. I'm not a computer genius. Anyways, which means I have to kind of reconstruct some of the stuff that happened. So I don't necessarily have all the original source files. Like the voice inside of this specific clip was completely jumbled. Here, take a listen. And as you can very clearly see, it is jumbled and I can't really show it. So we're just going to attempt to remove all of the audio, and I'm going to record new clips to try to fill in this clip's place. So sorry about that.
I'm, as I said, recording new clips in the place of the previous one. This is the map. Why am I doing the exact same? Okay. We have a cube. Put it on the button. It opens a door. The door isn't the best placed, but come on, this is made by AI and I worked hard on it, so I'm proud of this. This map had no interference by me. The only interference that was really done was this box, which I think I made, and I don't remember the specifics. Again, I don't have the original source file for everything, including the map, because I can try to recreate it, but I don't have the original source file. So we have this, and I will show you the thought process. Also, we're given a portal gun, portalable surfaces, and the light here is blue. We also, if I increase the audio, have music, and it is very and you have ambience in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear it. Actually, I go into here. There, you can only hear the background stuff now. So yeah, very clear. There's background. There's music. It's pretty interesting. I'll stop yapping. And we can see here I'm in the process of getting it to add ambience to the map. You can see I've put in my prompt here and it's adding a bunch of things. We can see exactly what it's doing, and here, let me show you real quick. So let me tell you what this is. Class name is an ambient generic. For those who don't know, that's the exact entity required to create sounds in Hammer. If we want, and the sound, the message here describes it, and we can see the actual sound it's getting. And this is a real sound that does work, and well, you can search it up. You can search it up yourself inside of Hammer. So yeah, I'm not doing that work, but you can see right here it has put in a sound name and gives it all a bunch of other parameters. Not all of these I'm sure of, because some stuff I'm not the best in reading VMF data, and some parameters in Hammer I just straight up don't use, like health, which I'm not sure what to decipher. But actually, I think this is meant to be the volume. Fun fact, this is actually, yeah, this might be the volume. Anyway, you can see how some, spawn flags, some stuff here. And it's adding them, as we speak. Yep, it just added, you see? So, we can see looping, full volume. Now, I'm not the best at reading VMF data. There may be something here that says looping. I'm not the best at, putting that into account. But we can now tell it to compile. Now it can't run. Previously in our part 1 of this series, I did show it could actually run maps. Unfortunately, that has been broken. There was something that happened to Steam or Portal 2. And I'm not the best at deciphering it. I tried my best to fix it. It seems that it's inevitable I'm unable to fix it. So what ended up happening is that it can't really compile. So it can't really run the map. So it can compile but it can't run. So you can see here now the AI is telling us to load with the command. You can use this command. It works perfectly. It actually, and to prove it to you, I'm going to copy this. You kind of have to put on that. See, that works. So just to prove to you that this actually works, we're going to copy this right here, and then we're going to open Portal 2. And here you can see we're inside Portal 2. We're going to open up the console, which, in case you're wondering, if you want to open up the console, you go to Options, you the keyboard, mouse, and here, Allow Developer Console. Really easy. So you just enable this. If it's disabled, it does nothing, but if it's enabled, you just press the tilde key, and it opens it up. And once you open it up, we can just Control V, and it gives us test your actually what did it even alright, I didn't copy the map part. So let's I didn't okay. So I didn't copy the map part, but if we give it map, this is embarrassing for something that's meant we put a space map, and you can see that if we go back in the video. Anyway, when we enter this command, it will open up the map. And we can actually see because mine finding. We can actually see how the effects of me asking it to do that work, and the fact that it knows how to actually add sounds. So that's some stuff it's been doing recently. So let's try to fix some problems. Alright, so now back in the console. One of the things is we have to turn the door 180 degrees. And so we can ask it that, and we can also give it reasons, because it is that is not how you spell, because my god, I'm showing that I'm a kid. Anyway, turn the door 180 degrees because it is backwards. Okay, let's just ignore the fact that I can't spell. Yeah, you can see here it actually does it. You can see the red and the minus symbol right here. Is it removing a line? Don't worry, this isn't being added as well, it's being removed. It's showing what it did here, so we can see inside of the VMF area, the prop test chamber door, the door, because we told it about the door, turn to door, it knows what the door is. This is the target name, exit door. These weren't affected. All the uncolored stuff weren't affected. The origin, it wasn't moved. But the angles right here, you can see 0 at the, I think that's this, the Z coordinate, I think I'm not fully the best at this. And you can see it switched that to 180. Rotated the door 180. And we can actually just ask it to compile, because, actually, just kidding, we're not gonna ask it to compile, because we also have some other things we need to fix. So add a cube to the map. We're gonna ask it that. It's pretty undescriptive, it's just asking it to add a cube. but this is somewhat based. We can see actually, it's adding the cube. Now this is not a cube dropper. In fact, it hasn't been even trained for that. You might say that's bad, but I mean, it's difficult to train AIs for stuff. And currently it has been trained for other stuff as well. I haven't shown everything. Since the last video, I've got it to be able to do triggers. It can add moving platforms. You can give it and tell it how, and you can ask it to make a turret, a pedestal button, even a workshop exit. It can literally make maps that can be finishable in the workshop straight out of the box. Well, not straight out of the box. You do have to test them and ask it to add them. But, you know, it does them, and it can do that. So, now that we asked it to make this, and I will ask it something, just to show something interesting. Add a blue I can't even spell Q to the map. Oh my god, now spelling issues. Spelling issues. Anyway, I am not the best at making. I should say, yeah, you see, it made the light. Yeah, I said hue, and I guess that works. Anyway, we're gonna now ask it to compile the map, because we have just fixed a bunch of things. So now, what we're gonna do is compile it. It is compiling it. You can compile the map from here. It also works perfectly fine to compile it directly in Hammer. There's no issues. The AI will not get angry at you for that. It's okay. It's been trained. Also, a lot of these functions have been trained specifically so that you're not really like it won't like if you ask it compile, it understands what commands to do. I'm not a pro at everything, so this won't be the easiest. Anyway, yep. So last time we kind of had an issue with this, not copying. Let's copy it better, and then hopefully it'll actually pay. And this is the map. Yeah, I couldn't find the footage for this part. It doesn't really matter. I'm okay with recording it again since this is the newest version. So we put the cube on the button. The door opens. It's flipped and everything. Our light is blue as we did it. Unfortunately, it doesn't support yet building the custom model portal lake texture, which if we look at my own maps, including companionoia, spoilers, yeah, I've seen them, because these haven't been released yet. But we can actually see that I don't, well, in this case I do place light sources, but if we go all the way down, and then to some other areas, you can see there is no realistic light source, which is kind of something I just do. Anyways, enough spoilers for companionoia, because I don't want to spoil everything about it. So, everything works, portal gun gets picked up, putting the cube on the button works, all of the logic, if you could call this logic, works. I mean, it's an interesting tool. As you could see, it took a bit of back and forth to work, but it did everything in most in first try. As I mentioned, this is specifically trained to do certain things, like when you tell it to add a door, it will know prop test chamber door and prop floor button, and also prop weighted cube. And just to get a list of things that this AI can add, this AI currently in its current state can add turrets, some cubes, I'm trying to remember, buttons. We can add doors as well, as you can see, lights. It can add music, ambience, turrets, buttons, level end triggers for Portal 2 Workshop, walls, portable and non-portable, and yeah, and regular and pedestal buttons. I tried to train it with archways. I'm not sure if it's good and it will do it correctly anymore, but yeah, those are what it can do. Now for the next part of this video, I will be showing some maps that were built specifically to test I will load it up. And this is a map that the AI made on its own. It has its music and has its own surfaces with not the best alignment in the world, but it is aligned. And yes, there are archways in this, as you can see. We have a second room with a turret. You can press this. Now, inside of Hammer, in case you don't know, if you were to go inside a level end trigger, for instance inside this door, it will show the name of the map inside the console. If I were to walk through, we can see it does. This means that the map is ready for ends if you use it. I can show you this. I'm not sure if this will work, but if I go to a version of companionoia, if I go to the latest possible map to load inside of companionoia, and
I was ready to break down your cores and put them back in the scientific calculators I took them from. But you two have become quite the...
Let's just completely stop all the audio because I do not want to listen to GLaDOS talking. So, if we wait here, the door opens. So I just want to showcase in an actual map I made, because of course I'm self-promoting myself, of course I have to. And we can see here, it lists the name of the map. We can see if I go, I think, all the way back, I'm not sure if it will show here. You can see the map inputs, that's not, yeah. You see this? This is the name of the map we tried to load. And we can see it loaded over here. So, we can also, I can show back, I still have the source file for the first map that we did. See the portal guns over here, and I did the one shot. And yeah, the door is backwards, because of course it is. And it's facing the wrong way. Though you can see there's a turret. There were moving platforms here. Those are also supported. I forgot to put that to the list. Cube works. This doesn't support overgrown. So if you want it to do overgrown, probably you'll have to give it the textures and assign them for the wall, ceiling, and floor. I teach it to use the same floor texture for the ceiling. It's just how I work with things. Specific source, like I have specific things I regularly do. Lighting, it's not the best at making lights look the best. You can change their full color and all that. And it can work with outputs as you've seen. Anyways, that's it. And bye.